Hey, hope you're doing well. Let's go see what I did in February. In terms of ThermaPal, we've finished everything on the tech side of things. All that's solidified. The battery to dashboard, heart rate to dashboard, Bluetooth beacons, all that stuff is good. The thing that we're focusing on right now is actually the dashboard. So we realized that families would really like to see the information of their loved ones, whether it's, if they fell in the past few weeks, whether it's generally just their health information. They really want to know this. And so we need to edit our dashboard so that now these families can see it in like a mobile friendly way, in a way that's easy to use, just so that it's not only optimized for the home. Another thing that also happened with ThermaPal is the residents that we were going to do the pilot with, 4 of them sadly passed away, and so we're currently in the process of getting some new residents to do the pilot with, while in the meantime working on editing our dashboard and speaking with more families and more homes to get more feedback on this product. For Inara, the project I'm working on to solve open defecation in Nigeria, we're still working on conducting mini simulations with our partners in Nigeria. For example, the toilet, we had to actually change it at the start. The carpenter made so that the buckets were coming out, one from the right side, one from the left side. But what we actually wanted was we need one to come out forward and one to obviously come out right beside it backward. You can see in the videos right here. I'm not really describing it well, but the videos do justice, and so we actually had to edit that. So that was a huge mishap that we need to change. On top of that, we also looked into micropayment solutions within Africa. Thanks, Bruce, for the heads up on the tons of micropayment solutions in Africa that we could use rather than getting families' bank accounts. But when we talked to the NGO that is working with the families and is very close with them, we realized that they actually don't have access to the technological infrastructure for us to implement some sort of micro banking solution. And so we realized that we have to go back to getting bank accounts, which is another thing that we've been working on. Something else that also recently happened is our lab didn't actually have enough sulfuric acid to turn the urine into ammonium sulfate, so we just ordered that so they could get some more sulfuric acid to do the experiment. All in all, we've just been trying to make sure that we put out these little fires so that we can actually get our pilot going and finish these mini simulations by the end of March, so that by the start of April or even mid-March, hopefully, we can actually get started on our pilot. The last thing that happened this month was my talk from the conference that I did in Spain at Bankinter actually came out. And so when I looked back at it, I think I could have made some better jokes. Obviously, that's the risk you take when you make jokes. Some people get it, some people don't. And so now I think I understand what type of jokes to say and what type of jokes not to say so that they'll hit better. And I think another thing I also could have done better is been more concise with my information. And I think I overloaded and I said a little too much when I didn't need to. So I talked about 3 main things I talked about in terms of Gen Z banking. I talked about how Gen Z prefers to banks that are online because we are always online. We prefer to bank with banks that are socially good, and we care a lot about rewards, and generally we're cheap. And I realized that for the first part, which was Gen Z prefers to bank with those that are online, I gave 3 really good pieces of data. But for the second and third sections, I also gave 3 really good pieces of data, but I actually didn't need to. I could have given 2, and those 2 pieces of data would have sufficed. I said the third one only because I said 3 in my very first section. So just because I said 3 points in one section doesn't mean I need to say 3 points in the second and third section. I just need to say enough so that the person listening understands. It was this weird rule I had in my mind that, I gave 3 for one section, so I need to give 3 for all the others. But that rule doesn't actually exist. No one's saying that you have to. And so I kind of realized that for next time I should just consciously be only giving information that's going to add value, not just overloading it because I had 3 in the first one. So I think those are just 2 pieces of feedback that I should remember for next time to do better. That's all from me for this month. I hope you liked it, and I will see you at the end of March. Bye.